In this video, I will tell you about some of the tools which are available on the layers panel for quick access. So when you go to the layers panel, you'll find that we have some tools here and you can use these tools to ease your task, and they are quite shortcuts which can be used directly without using the layer properties manager. So let's start with the first tool, which is on and off. So using this layer off, you can select the layers which you want to turn off. So select that tool and click on any object of a particular layer, and all of the objects of that layer will be turned off. Simply you can click on this text and all of the text objects are now off. Now press enter to exit this command. In order to bring it back, simply select turn all layers on or lay on tool here, and all the layers will be brought back to the drawing. If you want to isolate some of the layers selectively, then you can select the second option. So using this second tool, you can select objects and all of the objects except your selection will be hidden. So in this case, I'll select this object and all of the objects of this layer, and also let's select this dimension. So all of the objects of layer 0 and the dimension will remain and rest of the objects will be hidden. So let's press enter. And here we have it. So you only have the dimension and all the objects of layer 0 and rest of the objects are hidden. So you can use these tools for accessing some of the layer properties quickly and efficiently. Now if you want to bring all the objects back in the drawing area, simply click this icon, the unisolate icon, and here we have it. Similarly, you can freeze layers selectively. So select this freeze option, click on the object which you want to freeze, and the layer has been frozen. You can select layer 0 also or any other layer to freeze them. Press enter, and now to bring them back, simply click on this thaw all layers option and they're brought back to the drawing area. Similarly, we have this lock layer. Select this tool, click on the layer objects which you want to lock, and you need to press enter again if you want to lock more layers. So here we have it. To bring them back, you need to selectively select the tool and then click on the objects. So I'll select this object and all of the objects of this layer are brought back. So I'll repeat this command and I'll click on this object, and again it's also unlocked. So these were some quick access tools. We also have a different tool here, which is make layer current. So using this tool, you can make any of the layer current directly by selecting the object. For example, if you have a long list of layer, it becomes really difficult to find that layer in this layer drop down list. So let's say that we want to activate a particular layer simply by selecting the object from that layer. For that, we can select this option. So click on this make current and click on any of the object. For example, in this case, I'll click on this dimension, and as soon as I do that, the dimension layer will become the current layer. You can select it again, click on any other layer, for example text, and the text becomes current layer. Let's return back to layer 0 as the current layer. Now let's have a look at this last tool, which is this match layer tool. So using this tool, you can match the properties of one object on the destination layer. For example, in this case, we have this plant text. Let's say that we want to apply the properties of this layer on this plant text. For that, select it. Now select the text, press enter, and now select the destination layer. And here we have it. The properties of this destination layer are applied here. Similarly, you can do that for these arrows. So I'll select this lay match option and I'll select all of these arrows. I'll select both of these arrows. Now press enter and select the destination layer. And here we have it. The properties of destination layer are applied here. You can repeat this process for these objects also. So once again, I'll select this lay match option, select all of these objects, press enter, and now apply it to this layer. And here we have it. So the properties of this layer are applied here. So not only the color, but also the line type, line weight, and all the other properties will also be applied on these layers. So this was all about some of the tools which are available on the layers panel. And these tools are really helpful in accessing the properties of layer properties manager without even opening that layer property manager or without even using the layer drop down menu.